That's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far.
Hi, my name's Haley Bunce. I'm an assistant DA with Pitt County DA's office, and my office asked me to say a couple things about my dad for Father's Day. My dad was really important to me growing up. He taught me a lot of life lessons and instilled a lot of values in me that I really appreciate now. He's an attorney too, and one of the things that he taught me was to always work hard. Dad goes into work earlier than anyone else I know. He's usually up and out of the house before dawn, and he doesn't come back home until he's finished up his work. So definitely a hard work ethic was one of the values that he gave me. Dad's also very generous and giving with his time. He's very patient with people. As an attorney with work, sometimes it's really easy to get frustrated, and Dad, one of the lessons that he taught me growing up in his office was just to press on through every situation and try to be patient and understanding to the other people that you're working with. My dad and I are from a really small town that probably no one's heard of. Dad taught me to be proud of where you're from, to be proud of your family. Dad knows more about Stedman than probably most of the people who live in Stedman, and we're probably related to half the town. And he's very big on genealogy and being proud of your family and where you're from. Some of my favorite memories of Dad are when I was a little girl. Every Sunday morning before church, Dad would make Eggo waffles. Dad can't cook, but he can make a mean Eggo waffle in the toaster, and he would always make me an Eggo waffle before church on Sunday. When I was really little, he would hold me up in front of the mirror. He was trying to teach me how to do different things. It was before I could talk. And there's a video of him holding me up in front of the mirror doing this. And there's finally one video where I finally do it, and Dad, the look on his face is something that I'll always remember looking back whenever I watch that video. Just really a great moment for me. I love my dad. I'm not going to be able to see him this weekend. I saw him last weekend, but I just want to tell you, Dad, that I love you. Thank you for everything that you did for me growing up. I really appreciate it, and I hope I can be half the lawyer that you are one day.
Hi, my name is Marisa Price. I'm an assistant DA in Pitt County. My office asked me to speak a little bit about my father and my husband for Father's Day. My dad grew up very poor. He enlisted in the Air Force, where he eventually retired as a Chief Master Sergeant, which is the highest up you can go. So he really taught me loyalty and patriotism. He has 6 kids with my mom. I'm the youngest of 6. Dad was an avid sports fan. He still is. He coached my AAU basketball team, which is a competitive basketball league. He also coached American Legion, which is a baseball team for many of my brothers. That's one of the ways that he was most involved with us, is through sports. He did try to cook once, but he put a can of baked beans in the microwave, so a loud explosion occurred. But it was the thought that counts. I think that's what sticks with me the most about my dad. He always does little things to make me feel special. I remember in high school, it was the first year that I wouldn't have a boyfriend for Valentine's Day, and my dad surprised me with heart slippers and flowers and chocolate, and that meant a lot to me as a teenager. And then my favorite place to eat in the world is the Cheese Shop. It's in Williamsburg, Virginia, which is where I grew up, and they have this bread and this dip that I absolutely love. So every time Dad would come down to see me at college or while I was in law school, he would always surprise me with that dip and that bread, and that meant a lot to me. One of the biggest moments of my life was my wedding, and I really wanted a party and a good time, and we had a great wedding that, of course, Mom and Dad helped with, but then Dad surprised us with an after party. The after party, we showed up to the hotel. It was a 2-room suite. He had banners. He had food, all kinds of platters and trays, and the entire wedding party got to enjoy that night thanks to my dad. I do want to speak about my husband as well. My husband and I have been together for 10 years. We've been married for 5. We have 2 kids. One is 2, and the other one is about to turn 1 this weekend. My husband is such an involved father. He really impresses me. He works 12-hour days, and when I get home with the kids, he's typically not home, but as soon as he gets home, he takes the kids, he'll clean the house, he'll cook dinner. He's just such an awesome, devoted father who my girls love dearly. They're definitely Daddy's little girls. So I just wanted to tell you both I love you and happy Father's Day.
My name is Jared Pittman. I'm an assistant district attorney here in Pitt County, and I want to say a few words about my dad, Melvin Pittman. I'm originally from Scotland Neck, North Carolina, which is a pretty small city east of here. And my father was in the military. He served in the Air Force for about 4 or 5 years before coming home and taking care of his family. One of my earliest memories of my dad was doing our homework, my brother and I doing our homework at the kitchen table, and how he would always require that we did our homework before we went outside, but also it had to be right, and then we had to go back and rewrite the homework over to make sure it was neat. So everything about him was being presentable and being proud of the work you've done. He worked here in Pitt County at Pitt Memorial Hospital as a bone radiologist, and that was a job that he was very proud of. It was a pleasure watching him every morning get up and iron his shirt and his pants because he wanted to be presentable and neat, and he wanted the world to know that he took pride in that. He also impressed upon us a sense of confidence and being confident in who we were and where we were from. I owe my dad a lot of who I am because of the way he raised me and the things that he instilled in me. Just want to wish all the fathers in Pitt County happy Father's Day.
Unforgettable in every way. And forevermore. And forevermore. That's how you stay. That's how you stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable.